Hello and welcome again. This is Sandra Hart at Life Over 60. So glad you could come by today and spend a few minutes with me. I am so tired. I got in late last night from Dallas and I haven't even unpacked yet. I have only kind of makeup I have on is lipstick this morning because I'm exhausted. I had such a wonderful time there, though, in Dallas. I went to Dallas to watch my daughter's championship playoff game at the American Airlines Arena there. And some of her teammates are followers and they watch us here on YouTube. They're part of this community. So it was so exciting to be able to meet them in person. But wow, what a time I had. And it was just, Dallas is so beautiful. The people are so welcoming and so warm. And this event is really quite a great big event. Our hotel, we stayed at the Dallas Marriott Hotel and the Sheraton Marriott, but it was packed with all kinds of basketball fans and the women's basketball division 1, 2 and 3, they were all there. And it's so nice to be around people who are excited about something. And it reminded me, I don't have a script. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about today, but I just know that I was so inspired by going to Dallas and seeing all of these wonderful women of all ages that have camaraderie and they are living their lives, and it made me really think it's my life, it's your life. Live our lives. I was so inspired when I went to Dallas with all these wonderful, enthusiastic people who are interested in living their lives and being out there and sharing experiences with one another. And I thought to myself, why not? It's your life. You might as well live it. And that's exactly what these people are doing. And I was so inspired, and it gave me pause to think about my life and am I really living my life or am I sitting back and watching the world go by? It was wonderful. So this weekend, I really learned something from younger people. Instead of the other way around, they actually were teaching me about living in the now. And I talked to some of the girls on the team before the game the day before, and I said, "Oh, I'm so nervous. Are you nervous?" And they said, "No, because we know we play good basketball. We know that we are winners." And I thought, isn't that what I've been talking about for so many years? Is we are what we think. Those young women were so positive that they already felt like they were winners, even though the game hadn't even started yet. It's up to us, isn't it, to really live our lives and to make things happen in our lives. We can't depend upon other people, and we've talked about this before. We can't depend upon other people to live our lives for us or to make us happy or to follow our dreams. It's up to us. And these young women really taught me that this weekend. These women were participating in life and they were not just sitting back and letting it pass them by. And I surely hope throughout their lives they don't lose that youthful enthusiasm for life. When you really get into the nitty gritty of life and you get out of college or high school, reality sets in eventually. And sometimes it wears us down. And as we get older, we really forget that how we felt when we were younger. And we forget how important it is to just not sit down and let life pass us by. And I think that's something that all of us maybe are a little bit guilty of, even me at times, to just sit back and let life pass us by. They also taught me to follow your hope and not your fears. These girls knew what they wanted to do, and they didn't let their fears of, oh, maybe I'm not going to win, or gee, this other team is undefeated also, but they were following their hopes of winning instead of sitting back and dwelling on their fears. They were so positive. It was absolutely amazing and wonderful. They really showed me how important it is to keep your spirit alive and to let go and to feel free, because youth always feel that freedom, don't they? It's just such a different mentality. I was once told, and I think it's really true, if you are a parent or if you're a grandparent of a toddler, hang around with a toddler more, hang around with that 2 year old more, because what are they? I know my 2 year old grandson, oh, he is just full of joy, and he takes risks, and he is just so happy because he is free. He has not yet been burdened down with all the things we adults have. So being around that 2 year old and spending more time with that 2 year old, it really makes us reevaluate our lives and understand how important it is to still keep a little bit of that youthful thoughts and childlike thoughts within us. We just have to do the things we love, no matter how young or old we are. Coming home, I had the most unusual experience. I was waiting in line to board, and I could see a couple of captains in the crew standing there waiting also to board, and I thought they were the relief crew that this pilot would be flying, and the co-pilot would be flying us back to Miami Beach. But actually, they were a crew that was being deadheaded. In other words, they were flying to go to Miami because they had another flight that they had to be on, and I think they were going to Sao Paulo. But anyway, so they boarded, and I was the first one to board after they boarded. And I got to my seat, and I was on the aisle, and I saw this middle seat, and there was a bottle, and it looked like a bag of something there. And I thought, wow, I didn't see anybody board before me. And all of a sudden, the pilot came up. He says, oh, I'm sitting there. We meet again. He was the nicest man ever. So he'd been in the service, I think, for 20 years as a pilot. He was extremely interesting and such a knowledgeable person that I had the best flight home because I had a great conversation with him. And it turns out that even though he lives in Dallas now, he is from New Jersey, and he grew up in New Jersey, and his family had a place on the New Jersey shore. So isn't it a small world? I really feel that there are no accidental meetings in life. And remember, we've talked about that before. But anyway, so my flight home was good, but I was really, really tired trying to keep up with all of these young people I left here on Thursday, so for the entire weekend, I was running around with them and having such a great time. But, I'm not as young as I used to be. But they taught me a lesson, and I thought I would share with you the feelings that I have about living my life now. And for all of us, if we forget how wonderful it is when you are younger, and for us to hold on to that young person inside of us that we remember that was fearless. We had hopes and we had dreams, and we had the world at our fingertips. So please forgive yourself. Do the things that you love. Listen to your gut and don't just sit down and let the world go by. Congratulations, I'm so happy for you, really. Oh, everybody got a golden Wilson basketball?
Yeah.
That's so awesome. You girls were fantastic. You really were so good. Okay, enjoy. To you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations, girl.
Making the vlog.
You were wonderful.
On
Yes,
YouTube.
yes.